calm down for a second. Let me ask you this: do you think
that you play
totally? Telly's so pressed here. Another bench warmer had to come flying up onto the panel just like Scottie Cuckarati. If I go into their territory, they're the little gatekeepers. He's gonna step up to the plate on Mr. Cox, FollowMeLoser style. Watch this.
Being friends with pedos.
I don't need to overtalk a red coat. Okay. Do you think Ed Vic was with Ed the whole time?
I'm sorry, what was the question? Have we finished talking about your association with pedophiles now, and you want to turn it onto something else? Do you, Gomez? Is that what you're trying to do here?
Yeah, I've been working fucking peds for a long time since you've been around.
Being friends with peds is working them, is it?
It's called the Reed effect.
Right. So you're pretending to be their friends in public is one way of shutting them fucking down, right?
During the process of him getting exposed, there usually does need to be someone on the inside collecting the information and how he's reacting.
He'd already been exposed.
I don't want to hear the truth, Telly.
It's amazing that Telly, being in the pred catcher community, doesn't know exactly what a decoy would have to do. You grease the wheel. So he's trying to say here that every pred catcher out there that's greasing the wheels on a pred, they're pred supporting. That's his logic here. That's where we're going with it.
I'm not because you're fucking lying. I'm just cutting you off your lies,
I'm lying about all these other credentials I got too, huh?
Yeah, your credentials that you never fucking
I was on ski patrol.
See how easy it is to dog walk Telly with just saying you got some credentials.
Hey.
You weren't a fucking ski
wrecker. See, he flipped out on the ski patrol. He'd been listening and pay attention and getting even more information than FollowMeLoser. But yeah, they're running the same game. You'll see in clip 2 coming up.
I'm lying about all these other credentials I got too, huh?
Yeah, your credentials that you never fucking
I was on ski patrol, right?
You weren't a fucking ski wrecker. You were lying about that.
Oh my gosh! So Telly the redcoat's gonna infiltrate the ped catchers to say who's lying or not.
Show your credentials, then, Gomez. Remember how you never show your credentials?
Come on, Telly, answer the question.
Oh, wait a minute. See, there's the word never. I put that stuff in videos. Even showed him the outdoor medical books that you have to go through the courses to become ski patrol. Showed him right in the beginning. That's not enough, though. Way more than Telly's ever shown. I mean, Telly hasn't shown. Well, if we're going to use fantasy words, let's go anything, right? If I haven't put out any evidence ever, forever, none, right? Guess Telly hasn't shown any credentials. Oh my gosh, is that a little better? Put that.
Was with Ed the whole time. Do you think Ed
I've got no idea. I've got no idea.
He's correct.
Why don't you want to answer that, Telly?
I just answered. I've got no idea, but I know Vic was with you.
So you're a dumb fuck that's going with fantasy from a map named Vic.
Oh, he's a map now, is he?
No, I've been calling him a map since we caught him.
You caught him, but he was your friend. He was working with you in the council.
There's a difference between being friends.
See, Telly, he thinks there was a council. When it was a pretty good LARP. I mean, you want to call anything of, pred catchers, it's one big council. Oh, they're all ped supporting because they're greasing preds.
And working with someone.
You were working.
We caught him.
You caught him, but he was your friend. He was working with you in the council.
There's a difference between being friends and working with someone.
Oh, so you were working against Vic to expose him when you were pretending to be a friend with him and he was on the council. Is that right?
No, he fairly well exposed himself. Just somebody needed to be there to catch him.
Right. Okay. So you caught him being a map, but you've got no evidence and you've never presented it. And this all happened after he. And this all happened after he said. After he said that he fucked you in.
Telly, such a wound up little limp-wristed bitch.
Mate, after he said that he fucked you in the ass, all of a sudden he was a map. Is that right?
Definitely the Fellowmon and Skattie Cuckarati narrative, but somewhere in here what I'm looking for is actually Tele saying he doesn't know Fellowmon at all. Who is that, right? It's a way to promote Fellowmon. See, he needs his videos promoted, these slap videos of decoys trying to stay undercover on working some sickos. But Fellowmon doesn't want to work sickos, nor work on, the fentanyl problem. Got the clip on that, put it out from 2017, right? But now he's trying to take down people that are, just like Ed was. Wow, what Tele, what are you doing up in our business there?
I didn't see. He's got this verbiage all of a sudden.
And you never showed any evidence, did you?
When I was working that PED,
never, right? Never. Wow. Having to troll like that, but the one paneling up with Clovis and taking DNA loads from the puppy mill over there. I know it sounds gross, but we got to do this for legal purposes. Or peds and sickos and fucking weirdos are going to try to sue ya. Yeah, there you go.
In Fort Collins, right? Once I found out,
a fucking pet in your life, Gomez. You're such
never
a fake.
There it is.
Tele, you don't want to hear the truth.
Well,
you're
it's just
bitch.
a story out of your mouth, Gomez. You never back anything up with any fucking evidence.
You know why?
Never. See, we're in a fairy tale when there's never, ever, forever land.
No, see, he uses the word never.
Never, ever. I've never, ever seen any evidence from you. Ever.
Ever.
Never.
Well, I'll tell you what. I just dropped some evidence in Eon's Twitter.
Did you really? Yeah. You get your trunk load of credentials that you never fucking rolled out. You've done all of these things that you've never got any evidence for. You had these massive channels that unfortunately got deleted with all your fucking evidence on them.
Massive.
You're just another internet fake bullshitter.
Okay, Tele, and you're a limp-wristed bitch that hasn't been laid in 2025 yet in a red coat infiltrating our fucking American business. Fuck you, red coat.
Infiltrating. Yeah, that's right. I'm UK cybersecurity, aren't I? That's right. I'm sent to.
Hold on. There's a good admission right there.
25 yet in a red coat infiltrating our fucking American business. Fuck you, red coat.
Infiltrating. Yeah, that's right. I'm UK cybersecurity, aren't I? That's right. I'm sent to. I'm a government agent working out of the UK.
Sure, acting like it.
There we go. Got to fit that fantasy.
Well, he's the one.
You can say anything.
Wait a minute. He's the one that needs to use never, forever, always in the fairy tale. Oh, but he can have a fairy tale. I can't. I don't know why I keep on forgetting about this fairy tale. All right, let's keep going.
Any way you want, but not going to change my view of it.
Let me give you a tip, Gomez. Pretending to be a pedophile's friend kind of makes you look like you're a pedophile's friend. It's kind of hard for you to work your way back from that, especially when the guy's being convicted.
Let me put it this way. If Tele can be quiet.
Can I know the race that we're running? If there's a working back, see, we're trying to get down to the bottom of this exposed, destroyed, and all these other things. I've been trying to search for this destroyed and exposed since, well, the plan started in 2012, and there was a, let's say, a cool-off period after failing a copyright audit for the YT platform. So there was a cool-off period, and then 2016, the way the Lavoy Finicum incident and murder, in my opinion, happened, was a great point to interject back in with a First Amendment audit. Goes from a copyright audit, pretty important. Well, they failed that. Now let's put the First Amendment audit to the test. definitely failed that real quick, especially with finding out that there's attorney generals that leave their jurisdiction, like the Texas attorney general. He left his jurisdiction to go meet with Google. Man, even his own lawyer buried him on that. Oh man, during Ken Paxton's impeachment. Okay. Oh yeah, I mean for the real good deep, drama, conspiracy and true crime heads. Yeah, I had to go in on this shit, man, because these guys, I mean, especially with the Australia connection, right? Some other little sellouts taking plea deals to do what? Oh, we're looking for this exposed and destroyed. Been looking to define it, but because some redcoat can get up in the middle of Americans' own business, right? We're not you know what? Maybe we should, as Americans, go get involved in his business. Because obviously they're so far behind and getting pummeled over there by the exact people he's trying to smoke out, I guess. Wow, Tele. I mean, you really, especially the Fellowmon effect, right? We go through the next clip.
A pedophile's friend kind of makes you look like you're a pedophile's friend. It's kind of hard for you to work your way back from that, especially when the guy's
it also proves that you can sell anything on the internet and people will believe it and buy it. Just saying.
Put it this way, if Tele can be quiet just for a second. So sure, every bread catcher that greases the wheel with a ped is their friend as they're decoying them.
Let me put it this way, Gomez. Once they've been convicted and they're RSOs and they're registered RSOs, there's no point being their friend anymore, is there?
No. There is.
Oh, there is. Oh, explain that.
Well, okay, in that case that you're trying to bring up with that RSO at Fort Collins, after he was already on the registry, he was in Illinois living in a building right behind.
I'm talking about your mate that you sent the dog food to.
See, he can't get to the point. Tele, you got some type of a.
So anytime I talk, he's just supposed to say you're lying and that's been Fellowmon, the Fellowmon effect for a long time. We're gonna go next clip. It's coming. We're looking for a certain point in here where Tele makes a really good admission, and it's just kind of I mean, you know what we've heard too, since we're talking about it being exposed and destroyed, the final nail in the coffin. How many nails is the final nail? Right? I mean, 18, 25, 50, right? What is the final nail? Oh, you guys are like a mob stabbing as a mob, but he doesn't know who Fellowmon is. That's the clip we're looking for.
You misunderstood me, Gomez. I wasn't talking about.
Let me finish my point, Tele.
You're on the wrong track, Gomez.
When the RSO was on the list, he was living in a building behind a school in Illinois.
Yeah. Wow.
That you're not allowed to live within a few hundred yards or 1,000 feet or whatever of a school, and he did that. He really likes, even as a registered offender, really likes being around schools. Jeez, you don't think you might want to work a guy like that?
Work him how, Gomez? In public. You worked him in public, pretended to be his friend.
So here's the thing: is I'm glad we got to this point, because see, Tele, an authority check, and Fellowmon, and this whole big crew that's even Tonic and Shills, right? This whole big crew kind of looks like they're all connected together, because you know why? For some reason, they run away from PEDs. They run away from them. Why would Gacy authority check run away from David Earl Warden? Run away. But these tough guys can go in and porn bomb sickos and their channels don't go down for some reason. But it's a good clout builder, huh? And give them a little bit of coverage there. Oh, authority check is porn bomb so many sickos. Just, it's astronomical. What's your statistics for being successful there? Oh, 0. Oh, wow. You guys really like to mess around with your sick shit. So, interestingly enough, let's keep going.
I platformed him once to let him tell a story, and these so-called pred catchers, like Fellamon, your buddy, said they were going to destroy him, and they didn't.
Who's Fellamon? I don't know who Fellamon is.
What?
Oh, come on. Telly, you suck up to him with Warbot.
Warbot. I know Warbot. I think Fellamon. Is he might be some guy bumped into him.
You know what? Fellamon, there's those amnesias that you like to talk about all of a sudden. Well, you know what we should do? Let's give Telly an introduction of who Fellamon is, and I'm almost going to put money on it at this stage that Telly will be another victim of the Fellamon effect and crying. Probably, you know what? Let's go 6 months. Anybody want to do a transaction on that? Should I give 2 to 1 odds? 10, 5 to 1, 7 to 1 odds sounds pretty good too, huh? $10 will get you 70. Oh, wait a minute. You can't do that in fantasy land. That would be against maybe terms of service. Okay, well, we can't do that.
Fucking panel, but you think I'm associated with these people.
Quit trying to peddle that plausible deniability.
Mate, you're talking about plausible deniability. You put up, you're a friend with a fucking
answer questions and be open about shit. You're the one that can't really be open because you don't want to let me finish and even tell the story. You got to dictate it.
All right. Well, tell the story.
Red coat. Hey, fucking red coat. What the fuck are you doing up in our business?
We've got a convicted.
What are you doing up in our business, Telly?
We've got a convicted sex offender, and you're pretending to be his friend and saying that he was innocent.
There was that loop effect from amnesia from, they think they're pressing me or something. You guys really think you're pressing me? I don't know. Well, maybe we do need to introduce Mr. Telly right here. Right? Mr. Telly to his buddy Fellamon, running the same script. No matter what you tell them, just stay on loop about it. So I can say anything, and they'll just stay on loop with their fantasy. Oh, okay. That sounds like fun. Let's go and see how it ended up for Fellamon with that same narrative in loop. So I guess there's some buddy trolling or something going on here with Skattie and Fellamon being buds after Fellamon accused Skattie of being a dojo diddler. Or the more the accusation was he was in intimate positions in photographs and posted on Instagram with children in the dojo. That was what came out of Fellamon's mouth. We played that clip in many streams. But interesting, we're going to give an example who Fellamon is here for Telly, since he doesn't know who Fellamon is, but we've seen him in the same chats and, comment sections, going back and forth, and, I could go gross, but I'm not. Let's just get into this clip, because, Fellamon, right? He one time accused Skattie of basically being a dojo diddler. Skattie was rolling around on the mats with, that weirdo Mark Connor / Cruz. Interestingly enough, how that all ended up and how Skattie stuck around the internet, because all of a sudden Mark Connors popped up and became an issue with Clovis, who's from, coming from Clovis's area. Skattie's one of, new sons of Clovis, because Predward, got busted out. So, it's Fellamon, buddy trolling Scott here. Possible pred, right? I don't know. Let's just introduce Telly to who Fellamon is.
Yeah.
Yeah. So side with the person, just because it's against Mr. Cox. Side with the person that at one time was insinuating that you were the dojo diddler. Oh, amazing.
It's a rite of passage.
It was a long ride, long 5 years, but it was fun. I don't regret the time I spent on here, especially totally smashing Aaron, totally smashing CMN with evidence, putting it all together. You know,
people LARPing it out or taking their words that could be truth, like me being on ski patrol. I was on Mount Hood ski patrol, showing the books that you got to take for the course, got to buy for the course. Anyways,
it's fun doing it, and I don't regret doing it. And people refer to my videos when they need to see the evidence, and I like that. You know, I don't expect any credit or anything. I don't. You know, try to virtual signal on that, but I do when people.
Well, wait a minute. The virtual signal. These guys, remember, like Vic, okay? They're not the liars. They're the ones telling the truth and have evidence because, well, if they had all this evidence against Mr. Cox, I would definitely, be doing a long stretch right now, I guess. But not in jail or anything. They don't really allow these things in jail over here. Did they allow these in jail? I don't know. I don't think they allow those in jail. Anyways, all right.
When I need to see the evidence, and I like that.
Woo.
I don't expect any credit or anything. I don't. Try to virtual signal.
Wow, he doesn't expect any credit, but he's in just about every chat room, and his buddies come flying on the panel every time I panel up. Every time. There's one of these network pukes that like to be there when I panel up, and then all of a sudden, overtalk, accuse, stab, and, wait a minute, I'd like to speak here on, on my behalf. Wow, it seems like this is, judge, jury, executioner type stuff. Oh, wait a minute, mob mentality where Fellowmon is just so proud, doesn't need any credit, not at all. No shoulders to cry on anyone, all right? No K-Rans to come out of the woodwork to, for shoulder for Fellowmon to cry on. Isn't that all amazing? Oh, I'm glad I didn't retire like a couple of years ago. Let's keep going.
But I do when people try to knock me down,
Did you say virtue or virtual?
Virtue.
Okay.
Remember, they're not the liars.
Try to virtual signal on that. But I do when people try to knock me down,
Did you say virtue or virtual?
Virtue.
Okay.
Try to virtual signal on that. But I do when.
Amazing here that we're going to run back through this one more time and get the full virtual experience.
Fucking club.
Virtual.
Yeah, it was.
Word edifying.
It's a rite of passage.
It was a long ride, long 5 years, but it was fun. I don't regret the time I spent on here, especially totally smashing Aaron, totally smashing CMN with evidence, putting it all together. It was fun doing it, and I don't regret doing it. And people refer to my videos when they need to see the evidence, and I like that. I don't expect any credit.
Oh wow, no, he needs it. He definitely needs it the way he pops up. He needs his virtual signaling, and this was just a month ago. This clip here.
Who has he stopped?
My ears are hurting right now.
Not defending Gomez, Fellowmon. Who has he stopped?
He stalked me, Shizzle.
Oh, did you catch him in the bushes? Show us the video footage.
Right, one more time.
Who has he stopped?
My ears are hurting right now.
Not defending Gomez, Fellowmon. Who has he stopped?
He stalked me, Shizzle.
So this doesn't correlate with this.
And I don't regret doing it. And people refer to my videos when they need to see the evidence. And I like
Right.
that, you know?
Yeah, and they
I
need
don't-
to make sure my videos aren't there, and especially when I take down a channel to preserve evidence, they go back into double time because their videos are there, right? But I'm not. Well, I'm going to add to that. Interestingly enough, that Mr. Warbot wants to come on my channel first with his bullshit. Follow him on, and his buddy OJM ended up on my channel first with bullshit. Tele, definitely don't need to really swing at a guy like Tele. Just kind of let him go. Oh, wait a minute. He wants smoke on the channel. Okay, so Mass 1 definitely wanted the smoke first and be a barking dog and not just dumb barking dog. Okay, not knowing what he's getting himself into. So, incredibly enough, all of these interesting characters out of I think 3 out of the 5 there that I maybe mentioned have definitely cried. So in IRL, like, I mean, if you want to make this fantasy land real and everything, right? You guys definitely cried, like Vic and Warbot and Fellowmon. So I'm gonna predict and set. We'll see. We'll give Telly 6 months before he cries on stream. But for some reason, it's okay for their crew to cry because they're not the ones actually going over, running towards the fire, right? They're not the ones that are, maybe putting their life online, like first responders and, willing to take on some gnarly. I mean, even the pred catcher Shay, not the decoy Shay, as Shay bait. Decoy, well, Shay really put herself out there. And one of her catches was, I mean, a dude that she shouldn't have went and caught by herself. But she did. Yeah, these guys don't want anything to do with that. They don't want anything to do with helping take down, fentanyl dealers and shit like that. What's going on with that epidemic. But they're definitely there 5 years smashing the people that, want to be involved with that and trying to do anything they can. And there's a difference between a street pred that's trying to meet up on the street, somewhere in a park, from the internet, from whatever app, and streamer preds. Like, I mean, your buddy Skattie there, fellow man, 24/7 stream. Just, wow, kind of the same thing as that rodent RSO piece of shit in Fort Collins. Said he was going to have me served in 30 days, 120 days ago. Wow, amazing. Not out trying to strike channels like when the Quantum LARPbot channel went down for me dropping the Music and Muffins video link in Shizzle's chat. And not even 30 minutes later, the whole channel goes down with just a warning on it. For some reason. Wow, isn't that amazing? That was actually the point where I stopped the last time there. Was it's interesting that Warbot, all these flipping weirdos, want smoke first, and then I'm like, hey, I'll throw some back at you, sure, right? But then all of a sudden, they're the ones that have to censor after they want the smoke. Wow, that looks like a government program to me for censorship industry and a waste of taxpayer dollars and time and energy. But I decided to go with the endeavor of making pieces of shit like this that need to censor first, attack first. But hey, I'm not going to say I'm just a response channel. I'm a willing participant enjoying this, even since, popping back up in 2016. It was pretty fun. Talked about that in other videos. First panel, throwing out the join link, having somebody joined that I didn't even know who it was, but they're my panel saying, I'm like, who's this? Pop up my panel. Who's this? Says, oh, I'm so-and-so. You know who I am. We're friends. Wow, that's some serious code from a person that I've never met before. I didn't say that, but I was like, oh, here we go. It's going to be fun. They needed a lapdog, I guess. Pff, man, Usually a bigger fish does bite the first time. Anyway.
How that works out, right? And then the way my first stream that fell him on came on, right? That goes down amazingly enough. He'll talk about that a little bit, but his side of the story, definitely the twist. Just like this virtual.
Expect any credit or anything. I don't, try to virtual signal on that. But
Virtual.
I do when people try to like
Hold
knock
on.
me down,
Did you say virtue or virtual?
Virtue.
Okay. Because I heard you actually mispronouncing it.
Yeah.
Right. So it's okay he either gets it wrong. See, I would go, well, maybe I don't know what I said. Maybe I got it wrong because I'm kind of tired, maybe.
Maybe just admit, I've had a few drinks, right? No, for some reason, wow, the things that they're hiding. Like Tele, I was able to ask Tele once he went through his Rochambeau last night. I was like, Tele, Predward tried the same thing. Others have tried the same thing. They've been busted out on some serious shit. What are you hiding, Tele? Right? Warbot, right? What are you guys hiding? Really? You really need to look into some of the past bench warmers that have been sent my way and what happened to them. You need to do your research a little bit better before you try to, apply your censorship bullshit and false narratives. But hey, at least it was time to retire and come out of the freaking woodwork anyway. I didn't want my cover blown that quick, but anyways.
What was exactly? Oh, let him off. It's okay. It's all right that
Did you say virtue or virtual?
Virtue.
And he says,
I don't, try to virtual signal
All
on it.
right. I'll give a little bit more to that. I didn't want my cover blown on what I was doing because I wanted to work a few more. But hey, fellow, we got the clip. People have heard it, okay? It's out there of him saying to me, he wants nothing to do with catching preds or fentanyl, taking down fentanyl dealers. Nothing to do with it. Right? But why get in the way of people that want to be a part of that? Just wondering.
But I do when people try to like knock me down,
Did you say virtue or virtual?
Virtue.
oh, right. Yeah. Wow.
Because I heard you actually
It's okay.
mispronouncing it.
You just keep going. That's okay. Just a little slip there. No big thing for them, right? Just give them a point out of just being able to pull off the LARP and the lie. Keep going. Give them a
Word
point.
crime. Lisa, why don't you make a word
Give him the
crime
point.
video? Sorry, keep going.
But
Oh,
anyway,
Yeah, it's all right.
yeah, I mean, I
Little slip.
enjoyed doing that, like.
It's okay. It's okay if he
when,
lies. It's okay.
Tacos would play those old videos that she had on air, and like
Wow.
that stuff's gold stuff. That shows
Right.
what he.
Yeah, and I knew that they would eventually, and they did, just like after Malibu kind of got busted out there, Tacos had to take over, just like when Predward got busted out. Tacos goes in for damage control and helps set a new narrative. And, side with what she has to say, even about being attacked by this antenna, like this antenna fell on me and somehow hurt me, but that's what they run with. Amazing.
In the past,
Oh, and the ski patrol. See, the ski patrol thing got Telly too. And that's some good bait. I mean, I chose right in 2016 to go in. Start out, well, you guys made the news, but I told them they kind of made the news in some LARP characters in the hot tub. Chest up, okay? Trying to keep it as, as cool as possible. They're different characters, shades and big tall hats and stuff like that. Anyway.
It just busts his lies all the time, So it's good to.
Yeah, shill channels like your buddy who went full gay and Tacos that you guys play fight with, and other propagandist channels where I just keep on busting them out left and right. But you see, they apply the reason why they don't watch.
Predward, another Pred drama news, right? He's a big guy. Oh, how did he get so big? Because they told you he was big, and that's all I needed to do. And that's why the government and the feds have to keep control and slice down movements, because without kind of like a figurehead, and that's why, in my opinion, Enrique became, leader of the Proud Boys as an informant, question mark. I mean, there's plenty to look up on that. Oh, I don't ever present any evidence, I guess. Why can't you just go find it yourself? But hey, they insert these dingleberries, these low-hanging dingleberries, man, to just try to slow people down. Because without kind of a leader, it could get really ugly. And that's their terminology. That's their label of applying the label of vigilantism, not the oversight. So, of course, just like in Lecter County, Kentucky, where the sheriff shot the judge, with that high level of corruption being unfolded, and a whole town being ran by a sicko tyrant that even was into boys, I can tell why you got these sickos that can't get enough of Mr. Cox. For some reason. It's a little bit more to where there's just this obsession, because, I mean, Philemon's acting like he gets a paycheck. He don't need no credit or thanks. He's getting a paycheck. You know what, in boot camp they used to say, if you tried to thank a company commander, you would be disciplined. You'd be running laps and doing push-ups, because you're not supposed to thank them. They have a paycheck twice a month to thank them from Uncle Sam. That kind of sounds like Philemon there. You don't need no credit or thanks. He just enjoyed him fantasizing and putting out some slap videos for no credit, right? For 5 years, thinking he's smashing people. But when there's a little bit of pressure applied and a little maybe artillery over the bow, all of a sudden, quote unquote, he stalked me shizzle after they wanted the smoke. So, what do we really have going on here? Well, I think it goes back to that exposed and destroyed game. And guess what? You can kind of intermingle up in the middle of it. And even if you got to kind of work all sides as the oversight to make sure the effect is getting applied. And if it's not, well, then somebody might have to step up and really apply some grease. Hey, I don't care. You guys can have your fantasy on the internet all you want. You're not affecting my real life. They think they are. You think you are. That's why we're pointing out serious predatory type behavior.
So they have this narrative to stay upon, and they're hoping I go away sometime soon. I was supposed to go away at the beginning of the year when I dropped a little breadcrumb. Maybe, just hang it all up beginning of the year. You guys have fun, whatever you say, right? And then they could just go into turbo mode. I love it.
That stuff. And then he tries to double down on it. And it's hilarious to watch. It really is, Scotty. It's entertaining.
Right. That's what I am as an entertainer. And so when I find a good LARP or a LARP...
It's interesting. So to a controlling pred that has to say you're destroyed, that's entertainment. The harassment, what Tele was doing earlier, I mean, I do consider that harassment, because he's saying he doesn't know each other like Philemon. You see him conspiring in comments and so forth, right? They've already been all on panel with Skattie and Mass One and all up in their little puppy mill. But you see, Tele had to lie to Eon that he doesn't know who Philemon is. It's some good plausible deniability. I can almost guarantee you they've got that in the manual, but it's more for the advanced squid. These are squid trying to graduate to Spamula G level as a sergeant squid in charge of some troops. downloader of the Arbiter of Truth when Nick Cook gets off of work and he needs a download and just a huge DNA load right down his huge freaking bass playing pipe. There's no BSing. I mean, even when he gets done playing at the bingo hall or the retirement home in his band, he's on the horn with Spamula. What's going on today, Spamula? What do you got? Is Cox doing anything? We got all that. Spamula, what number call is it where Predward is saying he's going to destroy me to you while he's in jail because you're crying about Mr. Cox to Predward while he's in jail as still a CP suspect. What number call is that, Spamula, since we know you listen? Preds.
And I go, hey, I've got, some things that I could add to having a fun show. If you guys want to have a fun show, let's have a fun show. I thought that's what you guys were wanting to do, right? Let's have some fun shows, but hey, no, I ruined it all.
I've never seen anybody try to lie his way out.
Oh my gosh.
All the time.
Yeah.
Like the only people that buy
it. The same verbiage all the time. Always. Never, never, never. And that's where the fantasy leaves the real shit. Is in the verbiage. And they're trying to program more sheep to accept their verbiage of always and forever and never. And somebodies and sometimes and buddies all the time and forever. See, I don't tell stories like that. Right? I mean, I do like to tell some fishing stories, but I usually like to put it on camera first. Then let's talk about this fishing hole or something. How to work the predatory big salmon or trout or steelhead. How to work that. Right? Cap thinks he can fish.
It is shizzle.
Everything that Mr. Cox is saying, even if it's comedy, it is lies. No,
CNN,
wrong.
I think even CNN
Oh my gosh.
even probably knows that Aaron's lying and just goes with it because he has no one to back him up on here because of his sick fetishes. But
wow.
It's just
you guys just
sounds like projection there because you needed somebody to bounce off of to protect what's going on maybe with your weird fetishes, huh? What were you doing, Philemon, with Nicole in the back lines, huh? What are you guys doing there? You're probably not the only one that's getting the virtual rub and tug from Nicola, and you think you're the only one. You gotta be the biggest dumbass virtual, I'm not gonna say the R word, to think that an OnlyFans, like, where they found her off of OnlyFans, like NTF, you think you're gonna be the only one, and guess what? She's still got a man right next to her. Huh? Kind of like the same thing with APM, but I hope she wasn't given any rub and tugs, but I don't know. I bet you Mass 1, they sure love play fighting, right? And the rub, all that LARPing to get it up and going, huh? There, Mass 1 with Nicola, all play fighting, then all of a sudden you guys got to come out together, right? Hey, you know what? That's just good investigative work right there, and I'd put money on that. It's probably true too. Just like Nicola probably did barf on stream. That's why they call her Barfola a long time ago. But, no one's got those clips. So you're not supposed to believe anything I say forever, always. And let's keep going.
Love to go over and over and watch the footage that was provided for you guys to flip out on. Incredible. Incredible.
It's just one big...
and Aaron really went that for him.
Wait a minute, really? Why can't on the internet, since they need bad guys to try to take down, even though they don't want to go IRL, but they need their bad guys on the internet to take down for some type of clout, but not willing to go like real IRL type stuff. Yeah, right? Oh my gosh, this is crazy.
And watch the footage that was provided for you guys to flip out on. Incredible. Incredible.
It's just one big.
And Aaron really went to bat for him for the whole Diana. That was ironic too. Because
there was my opinion and what I saw a lot longer and was around at that time when you guys weren't. Now you're just running with the one who went full gay videos that Clovis likes to promote with the titles. CMN.
Yeah, LARP Busters. I can almost put more money on that. LARP Busters has actually got a couple, maybe 2, 3 drama clip channels that to use it to build up and then eventually possibly monetize. Why be so invested there, LARP Busters, in the middle of the night when you got youngins? What's the push there for so long, right? I do the drama social media news. This is the NHTN Sunday edition of This Is the Evidence of the Pussification of America. Thanks for tuning in, everyone.
RSO
Sunday morning.
when he's not. That's fact. You guys are trying to get him to become an RSO by the false calls. And guess what? Those false calls either work in your favor as you being a CI, or when you go to combat back something like that, you're still the one that gets arrested like that, J6 informant that got arrested for him trying to help out the FBI. Oh my gosh.
Diana was going fucking hard for Diana after CNN, and then Mr. Leakey's like, you weren't going hard enough. It's like, where the fuck are you at? We don't see you making any fucking, you know what I mean? We don't see you trolling them.
So Diana asking sincere questions.
Wait a minute. They control people, but Mr. Cox can't. No way, no how, never, forever. Because Tele says so. And Fellowmon too, with the Fellowmon effect. But he's definitely the one crying that he's stalked all of a sudden when you swing back at their bullshit because, APM did the same thing. Oh, all of a sudden he's stalking me, these white pedophile veterans. That's no shit. Those are her words. Wait a minute, you're lying about people. Wait, I can't swing back at it? Oh, I'm going to call the cops now. Wow, okay. And that was a few years back. Same with Rodney currently. What's your case number so I can go get an attorney? I guess. So I can jump ahead of this? Can you forward me a case number? No. I mean, okay. Goes back to, wow. Just because Tele, because he's got a foreign voice, probably does work for some type of intelligence because they do need pieces of shit cannon fodder dumbasses like a red coat like Tele that sell out to it to go in. Anyways, here, a couple more minutes, we're out of here.
And trying to bring sincerity to it to get CMN to talk, but they're supposed to destroy him. And she's saying, it was weird. That's some weird shit, and I'm just going to shut up.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I thought that was a little bit selective outrage, but moral selective outrage.
And another thing I have is all that shit Tams has said over the years. Since she jumped in the OGM and Renee situation.
There's one of your stalkers, Tams. I thought you called him out a long time ago, but nope, there you go. He's still going, and he is the one that is.
Did you catch him in the bushes? Show us the video footage. For Gomez. Who has he stalked?
My ears are hurting right now.
Not defending Gomez, fellow man. Who has he stalked?
He stalked me, Shizzle!
Wow.
My ears are hurting right now.
Not defending Gomez, fellow man. Who has he stalked?
He stalked me, Shizzle!
Wow.
Oh,
yeah.
Did you catch him in the bushes? Show us the video footage.
So
she
soft.
got stirred up when J-Man made a comment in her chat about.
Oh my gosh.
Then it goes to the wrench wars for the chat clout for puss bags. So they cry actually on stream because wow, is I mean, their ass on the line for like $1 million contracts to shut a guy like Mr. Cox down. What a waste of American tax-paying dollars. And that, folks, is where you follow the money and become the oversight. Don't let them call you the vigilante out there just because you're trying to keep some things in check. The oversight for the oversight of the oversight of the oversight needs to be done because there's no oversight. Anyways, peace out, everybody. Happy Sunday. Hope everybody had a good weekend.